because he can edit with the best. Okay. James Murray here with the Maroon Minute Podcast, the very first one for a baseball team, so pretty exciting things going on here at Placid County High School. Today I've got two young gentlemen here with me, so let them introduce themselves before we get started with the questions.
I'm Chance Todd. I'm a sophomore here at Pulaski. I held back this year, so I'm a repeat sophomore. So excited for this season.
I'm Marshall Livesey, junior. Didn't hold back, so but I still am excited.
So technically you guys are in the same grade, but you're not.
Yeah, basically.
For this time. All right, here we go. So we'll start with Chance on the left. Chance, the one thing that you're most looking forward to this upcoming season?
Man, this team that we have this year, we have tons of talent. We didn't lose anything from last year. We lost one senior last year that played varsity, so we have a lot of talent this year.
Okay, so the one thing is every game?
Yep.
Okay, Marshall, same question.
Kind of the one thing I'm looking forward to is getting into our new locker room, new facilities, kind of just like completely going in there. We've been kind of in and out when they're bringing stuff in, cleaning it and stuff. I just want to get in there and be in there, you know, just have it all there.
Okay, a question that was not on here originally, but how are our softball girls going to take to this with the baseball players getting all these new facilities and our softball girls don't have this yet?
Well, I mean, our locker room is going to fall in on us, so I think they can be okay with us getting new facilities because our locker room literally almost fell on our heads last year, so I think they'll be okay.
Chance?
Yeah, our locker room about fell in on us, like he said. So, I mean, we had to have something new, but we got lots of new facilities up here, and they're really nice.
Okay, so third question. So I was going to say second, but third question. Marshall, I'll start with you. Who is the one player on this year's team that might just jump up and surprise everybody this year?
I've thought about that. I've thought about this, you know, like earlier talking to some of my teammates. I think that's Braden Hampton. The strides he's taken in the off season. I mean, what is he, 6'3", 6'4", something like that?
6'4".
Long, lanky. I mean, you'll see him put up great numbers pitching this year. He's actually starting today. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Chance, same question?
I'm going to have to go with Marshall on that one also. He's got the perfect build for a pitcher, and lots of colleges look at your projectability, and he has the projectability of a pitcher in college.
He's sort of that big, tall pitcher, you know, Randy, what was his name for the Diamondbacks?
Randy Johnson?
Randy Johnson,
Yeah.
they killed the bird. So,
yeah.
You know, it reminds me of Braden's stature,
Yeah.
basically. So, good. I'm looking forward to that. Fourth question. Now, we're talking about baseball and softball and, you know, America's sport. What is a lot of the players that I've encountered have very superstitious habits. Let me start with Chance Todd. Have you got a superstitious habit that you do during baseball games?
I don't have one during the game, but Coach Gomer, he always tapes my wrist before every game. He's the guy that does my wrist tape, so that's my thing. He always does my wrist tape.
Nobody else can do the wrist tape?
Nope, just him.
Coach Gomer?
Yep.
All right, let's go with Marshall. Same question.
I got the same pregame meal every game. Peanut butter crackers, yellow Gatorade, and then I guess whatever like treat they're feeding us up there. But it's always peanut butter crackers and yellow Gatorade. And then like when I put like my stuff on, like my cleats, left sock goes on first, but right cleat goes on first. I don't know. It's always done it.
Cool. So it's good to learn these things. So, you know, bring some more players in. Yeah. Next question. Let's go back over here to Chance. Chance, if you're down to our last strike of the game, and I think our first game tonight's against Barron County, we're down one, the bases are empty. Who do you want up there to bat?
I'm going to say Cam Hargis. He's a leadoff batter. He always puts the bat on the ball. He can pull through for us. Okay, same question for Marshall.
I was gonna go with Cam, but I kind of changed my answer halfway through. I'm gonna go with him. I had kind of just thrown it back to the Casey County game. We was playing terrible. He kind of helped us out of that whole 2-run home run there at the last inning. I mean, that's the only reason we didn't lose. So.
Well, Chance Todd coming through. All right, I like it. Okay, next question, Chance. Let's go back to you. What's your favorite thing, whether it's something that he does or something that he says, but tell me one favorite thing about Coach Kent Mayfield.
he keeps us as a group, and he never puts us above any other team. You always have to play up to the team. You never walk in and be like, we're just going to kill this team. And he always keeps us as a family together, as a group. And he strives for practice. Practice is his main thing. And it's just not straight to the game, we're just going to kill everybody. It's, you got to practice the way you play.
Okay, so even keel. So it sounds like he's got you guys, you're not greater than what you are, and you're not less than what you are.
Exactly.
So he keeps you pretty much even keeled. Marshall, same thing?
I would say like he's a silent motivator. He doesn't really say much, but like his facial expressions, like before the game, and he might like say a few things, but like before games, he like won't say anything, but he gets me motivated. Like if I just like look at him, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Has he got any facial expression that would make you worried, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get Coach Kent Mayfield mad because this is the one way I don't want him to look at me? No?
I mean, his facial expressions are really hard to read. I said this last night too at the Wings and Rings interview, but like he's like a very hard man to read, like his facial expressions and stuff like that. Like you don't know if he's mad or if he's happy until he starts talking to you, and then you're like, oh man.
So he's sort of cool hand Luke with things. Okay, good. Last question. We'll finish up week number 1's podcast. Maroon Sports Network, we want to do this every Thursday. So we're going to get this uploaded, and it may be the same players. It may be different ones weekly, but we'll talk about past games and upcoming games. So a little non-related baseball question. So let's go with Marshall. Marshall, in your favorite NCAA bracket, who did you pick to win and why?
Okay. So this may be a little like head turner, but I got Iowa. And they got it feels like 10-year senior, their point guard, but I mean his leadership on the floor. I watched it their conference tournament when they won. I mean, it's just superb. I feel like they have a lot of experience too. So I mean, I think they just got one of the easiest roads too. They got to beat Kansas. It's really the only team. That's the only game that I worry about. It's just straight to the championship.
I really figured it was my third cousin, Keegan Murray. I thought he was one going to be carrying Iowa all the way to the title. So I thought that's where you're going. So, sorry, Marshall didn't give you your love. Okay, let's go over to Chance. Chance, same exact question. Your favorite bracket this year, who did you pick and why?
I had Arizona in one of mine, and I picked Arizona. I mean, they got Illinois in their bracket, but they look really good. They're a really fast-paced team. So, I don't know. It's a hard road that way. They got to play Illinois.
Okay, before we exit out of here, our first Maroon Minute Baseball podcast. Gentlemen, tonight we're playing Barron County. Give us, and I don't want to be cocky, but give us your prediction of tonight's game against Barron County before we head out of here. And one last thing, tell all the fans why they need to come to our very first home game and support our, the fun thing about is having guys like you in class that are amazing young gentlemen. And Marshall, thank you for doing everything you did for Maroon Sports Network this year. So hopefully have you on the air some more. But why do we need to get people to come out and watch this year's baseball team? So prediction for tonight and why come out and watch you guys.
The prediction for tonight's kind of hard. We've never played Barron County. I haven't really looked at their KHSA record. I know they lost 11 seniors last year. So I'm going to go maybe 8-2 dub tonight for us. And then we need fans this year to come out to our new facilities. They're really, really nice. And our team has the ability to go places this year. So I think we need a big crowd this year.
I love it. Marshall?
Okay, so taking in, the scrimmage we had Tuesday, I think the score's going to be 4-0. We may not score as much, but they're not scoring on our pitching staff and our defense. And then the reason people need to come out we got new jerseys this year. Maroon pinstripes, they look nice. We're going to break them out. First home game if we have it. Against Wayne County. We'll be styling. For sure.
Okay, so the baseball team's going to be bringing the swag this year, so I'm looking forward. Thank you, Chance. Thank you, Marshall. We'll end podcast number 1. Fans, tune in next week.